Hey everybody, and welcome back to Master Tarot. Now I've had the oddest morning this morning. If you've watched my Iceland video, you'll know that when I woke this morning and I went through my good morning routine with Meister and asked him what he wanted me to read on today, he very, very clearly said Iceland and Greenland. And I'm like, really? What about Iceland and Greenland? So hopped on the computer this morning, had a bit of look, and I could find nothing of significance. If you have a look at the Iceland video, there have been some earthquakes happening. There is some air mass changes over their volcano that likes to explode every now and then. However, there's no sign of any lava or magma as of yet. I was getting a pull towards excessive rain and potential landslides as you're coming into spring. But when I did a full reading on Iceland, it was interesting about the more about a political situation. So please let me know if you know what's going on in Iceland. So now I want to have a look at Greenland. Again, no idea what's going on in Greenland. So if you know, please make a comment below. Just part of the deck, and got Death and Rebirth, which is also authentic reform. It's not necessarily death. And then we've got the Three of Wands, which is about progression overseas. So overseas influence, looking overseas, but it's also about growth as well, expansion. So the couple of things that I picked up that caught my attention about Greenland is that you are having excessive amounts, record-breaking rain for this time of year, moving into your spring. Ice sheets are melting from a couple of different points, both in the news on Greenland but also on social media. There was some reports about, not necessarily with Greenland, but the fact that microbes and viruses are being exposed that had been hidden for tens to hundreds of thousands of years. The Arctic is the warmest it's been in about 3 million years that they can tell from ice core samples. So interesting times. So I just wanted to have a look, see where it leads me. As I said, if you know something that's going on that the rest of the world has missed, please put it in the comments. So what I'm going to do, I'll just do a 4-card draw, signifier and 3 clarifiers, and then I'll do a full Celtic spread and just see what the story tells me. So Meister, why did you want me to look at Greenland today? What's going on in Greenland? Greenland, what's going on in Greenland, please? Why did you want me to look at Greenland today? Do you find it amusing that Greenland is covered in ice and Iceland is covered in green? Why did you want me to look at Greenland today? Why did you want me to look at Greenland today? Why did you want me to look at Greenland today? Using my Light Seers cards today. They're my family and friends cards, my Mother Earth cards. Not necessarily my fallback cards, but they're the cards I was drawn towards this morning. Why did you want me to look at Greenland today? Oh, still muggy outside, still, well, not so much muggy, but still wet, which is making the cards a bit sticky. Why did you want me to look at Greenland today? Greenland. Okay. Right, King of Cups. Diplomacy, calm, emotionally balanced. Also, he's sitting in the water. Cups are the water sign. But it is interesting that he is sitting in the water, that the water is rising around him. Emotionally calm. King of Swords, 2 kings. Wow. Okay, so this is the King of Truth, the King of uh, Logic. He is also the King of the Researchers and Wisdom. Truth, insight, and investigation, yes, but I'm getting research and wisdom. Okay. The Devil. Whoa. And then another king, King of Wands. Okay. Base of the pack, things happening very quickly, but also stopped. And then we have planning and decisions. So two twos. I think this is to do with climate change. Really do this particular reading is going to be today. So what we've got here is the King of Cups. Now he is a emotionally calm, but he's also a diplomatic king on the world stage. But he's sitting here in this water, looking into his cup or his bowl. It's almost like a Tibetan chiming bowl. I have one of those. They're beautiful. The sound is absolutely glorious. So he's sitting. What I'm really drawn to is the fact that he's sitting in this water, and it is the calm diplomacy that he needs to engage to bring attention to the world about the research and wisdom that is being gained. Now this king, he's sitting at the top of the mountain, looking out over his realm. You've got the crow that's bringing the messages. You've got the owl, which is wisdom. You have the bat, which is interesting and is leading me to that comment about viruses and microbes, because we know what's happened recently with the bats. And he is in the spring, but I've got behind him, if you look carefully at this card, is the mountains with the glaciers. Now he has 2 swords in this particular card. He's got the upright sword of truth, of which the crow of messaging is sitting on, and then he is also holding the sword of wisdom and research. Not sure what this devil card is doing, but it is he is the devil of temptation. And if you can see down here, you've got the despair of humanity on a puppet string, and he has his other hand hidden. We don't know what's in his other hand. Very intense looking devil, and very tempting. But he has this puppet of humanity despair. So what I'm seeing is that he is trying to override these other kings, this king of diplomacy, this king of wisdom and research and truth, exposing the truth. So he is trying to lure us away from the truth by using fear of the unknown. But in the third card we have is this King of Wands. Now he is an inspired visionary. He is honourable. He has the lion of strength at his shoulder, at his right hand. He's fairly laid back, but he's holding this wand with flame of insight at the top, but he's holding the wand of the new beginnings, and he is a great orator. So he is intently wanting you to know. So what we've got is we've got these kings all surrounding this devil. countering this devil energy. Just looking at this, so first of all, if you have a very close look, I don't know if you can see in this light, from the top of this wand is you've got the planets of the solar system. So what this is the light, this is the sun, this is the full illumination. Then we have this gecko. It looks like a gecko on his shirt, underneath the a necklace of a pendant of the triangle. So this is the stars, made up of the stars, but made up of hundreds and hundreds of triangles. So triangles are, and they're all equilateral triangles. So triangles are symmetry and balance. So what he's talking about here is he's a visionary about bringing balance back into the earth. What this has to do with Greenland, you can let me know. Things are going to happen very quickly, but they're going to feel like there's no progress being made. On the world stage, there are decisions that have to be made, and we need to take the blindfold off. So this is really telling me that Greenland is the canary in the coal mine for climate change. So you've got these two messages that are trying to tangle up. Got the blindfold on, need to take the blindfold off, uncomplicate the messaging, as there needs to be decisions and plans made on the world stage. Currently behind glass, need to break out of that glass. Okay, so that was what, okay, don't know where all that came from. Base of the pack was the Lovers. Difficult decisions need to be made. Difficult decisions need to be made. Okay, I'm very strongly getting that Greenland is the canary in the coal mine at the moment. Greenland and Antarctica. But because Greenland is closer to populous regions and actually has a permanent population, I think the messaging from Greenland is Mother Earth, and moving on with messages. You've got your crows of message, but also the truth. There's going to be human migration caused by this. So tell me about Full Celtic Cross. If you can hear that, that's a ship leaving the harbour. Full Celtic Cross in regards to Greenland. Please tell me the whole story. Meister, why did you want me to look at Greenland this morning? Let down at me, Nine of Cups. Wish fulfillment. Wish fulfillment and introspection. We need to decide what it is that we really want. Not what we think we want, but at a passionate core level, what is it that we want? And when I say passionate core level, I'm talking about the very basics. Not a huge house, fame, those are just superficial. This is really at the core. Health, family, contentment, friends. Okay, tell me, Meister, Full Celtic Cross, why did you want me to look at Greenland this morning? Why did you want me to look at Greenland this morning? Why did you want me to look at Greenland this morning? Why Did you want me to look at Greenland this morning? Okay. Come on down. Okay, anxiety. However, if you look at this, so there is great anxiety around the world at the moment, amongst for so many reasons. But if you have a look at this picture, this figure here, who's looking in the mirror, is unbound, unblindfolded. It is anxiety of our own minds, of our own making. Wonderful thing about embracing spirituality and just going with the light is that you lose this self-imposed anxiety. But yes, self-imposed anxiety crossed by the Ace of Pentacles. So Pentacles can mean money, but in this it's work, hard work. Dream big and work hard. Now I'm looking at the roots that are coming out of the bottom of that pentacle. So this is about setting your roots deep into the earth, because pentacles are also an earth sign. Setting your intention, dreaming big and working towards that goal. Setting, and you've got the little leaf coming out the top as well. So planting firmly your intentions. Base of the reading, Two of Cups, which is about coming together, working together, partnerships, contracts, relationships, intertwined, and brings me to the thought of if you have a look at these two cups, so you've got two hands, two cups, but look at this emanating from the hands down into the cups, which is telling me very strongly that and you've got the Sun of Illumination here, but it's telling me very strongly that the whole is a lot stronger than the sum of its parts. So by coming together and working together and being together and loving together and sharing together, we are stronger than we are as individuals. We are far greater than the individuals all lined up separately. In the past. Oh, interesting. Okay, Page of Cups. So pages are about a energetic messenger setting out on a journey, but the Cups is about creation, creativity. Sorry, not creation, creativity. Can also be revelation, but in this particular deck, it's about pigs might fly. This is you coming together again, but inside that coming together, it's a bit hard to see. Where is it on this? If you can see the symbol inside that coming together and working together in unity, we can create great things. So it's about dreaming pie in the sky, bringing it into reality. You've got up the top coming out of his head as stars and moons, and this is just about dreaming about creative potential, but this is in the past, so we are getting there. Queen of Wands. So she is an inspiring, confident, self-aware figure with a very important message of this amazingly bright future. She is calm, she is relaxed. So this is about, I love the cat. The cat reminds me of my cat nestled down the bottom between her legs there. This is about exploring your inspired potential. Okay, Magician, manifestation. Now this is the immediate future. The Magician has all the tools in his tool belt. He has all the suits at his command. He can create great things. He can manifest great possibilities. This is in the immediate future. This is actually quite a heartwarming reading, considering where we started. So we've got the Fool. The Fool can be foolish, but in this particular instance, it's about faith and trust. This is your external influence, faith and trust, and starting the journey with this faith and trust and courage. Internal influence. Four of Swords. This doesn't surprise me. This is about self-nurturing, self-care, retreating, looking after yourself first, just nurturing yourself. We're all bruised and battered at the moment, but this is about taking care of yourself first, retreating to your nest. Hopes and fears, we have the Lovers, which, as I said, is about difficult decisions, but also it is about unity of diversity. So it is a hope in this particular reading of a coming together of unlikely alliances. It is a hope that we as humanity will come together and not see our differences, but seeing what we have in common. And the biggest thing we have in common is our desire for hope. Hope is huge. Hope which leads to progressiveness, but also our desire just to love, be loved, and have purpose in life. Okay, future outcome, Ten of Cups. This is, again, came up in that wasn't Ten of Cups, that was Ten of Pentacles. Came up in my Iceland reading. This one's the Ten of Cups. So tens usually mean the ending of a cycle, and this is about family unity, but also, again, about the acceptance of diversity. They're sitting on this rainbow, coming together of communities and accepting of diversity. You know what I've only just realised about this card? It's two women with their family. So yes, very much about the acceptance of diversity and love and relationships, and ties with this card about we are all one, and all we desire is love, acceptance, and a passion in life. High Priestess, lots of meanings. All the cards can have lots of meanings, but what I'm getting here is a reconnection to your intuition and spirituality. And the Three of Wands. So the Three of Wands is the coming together of a plan, the coming together of progress, and the ship coming in, basically. In other cards, you actually physically have a ship coming in, but this is looking forward, looking at progression forward. Beautiful colours in that. I love the colours in this card. It's illumination of the night sky, and the culmination of something wonderful coming together. Waiting to go out for a surf, watching the tides, waiting for that perfect wave to come in. Base of the pack, Temperance, which is about balance, rebalancing, moderation, staying grounded. Sun and the Moon, so it's your spirituality as well, but staying both physically and spiritually, being grounded, rebalancing, moderation. Ten of Wands, it is about burden and moving on. messages of having to move on from where we are to reach where we want to be, which is security and happiness. And in some ways, we're going to have to walk away from what is not serving us. It will be a challenge, but it will bring great joy and strength. Okay. As I said, no idea if what it has to do specifically with Greenland, but what I really got from that is that Greenland is the canary in the coal mine. It is the alert signal, but that full reading gives me hope that it will be acknowledged on a community personal level, and that we will progress and that change will occur. So thank you for joining me. As I said, if you know anything, put it in the comments below. I just am feeling very invigorated and light after that reading. So I shall carry that through with me today, and I'm sending it out to you. Love to you all. Take care. Look after yourselves. Look after yourselves first so that you have it to give. Embrace your community. Be aware and make the changes. Okay. Take care. Love to you all. See you later.